tikkun olam, fixing the world, making this world better.
Judaism has incredible values, incredible ideas that will help them be more successful.
And we want to empower them to have the maximum effect on their profession and on their community.
To start with Aish, it's really one word: responsibility. Rabbi Noah Weinberg, when he founded Aish, he had a vision of an organization that would deal with the physical and spiritual existential threats facing the Jewish people.
Aish changes lives, and we see it all the time, and we see people grow, and they see people tap into really the beauty of their heritage, which they really didn't know about before.
The village shul, the Aish Stornell Community Shul, these communities were built by people who really basically said, we're going to take responsibility, we're going to build something that we can be proud of, a community that we can be proud of. And all of our campus programs over the years have all illustrated this idea, with students creating their own programs that are making a difference. The Jewish Business Network and the Jewish Health Network. These are programs which were created and started by students living with that idea, got to take responsibility.
Aish is tapping into Aish Torah's powerhouse, which is Jewish education. And in our, I think revolutionary and very unique ways, we are teaching people and showing people the power of Judaism, the power of Jewish values, and how important those values are to making them better professionals.
So the Jewish Health Network is a program that is actually really our newest university program, started roughly a year ago.
The idea came about after I did a leadership trip to Poland and Israel. And one of our projects was to come up with some sort of student organization that we could bring back.
We thought that it'd be a great kind of niche way of interacting with students to get them to learn more about their Judaism.
And we started talking to a number of students, and lo and behold, there was another group that was actually creating the exact same idea, literally within the same week, in two different locations, at two different times. And we said, why don't we just join forces? Because we know, coming together is much better than being apart. And then that's how it started.
The three pillars of the JHN are Judaism, mentorship, and professionalism.
That builds leadership in the community, builds moral and compassionate people that will one day take care of our community.
So the JHN, they typically run events to try to educate students about potential careers in the healthcare industry.
For the past 2 years, I've given a presentation to the JHN students about how to increase their chances of getting accepted to medical school.
I gave a seminar last year which was designed to explain to students how to find the right research position for them.
So last year we had, I think 3 or 4 ethical seminars.
What the JHN does, which is unique, is that it shows how timeless Jewish wisdom is relevant to healthcare practice. And the JHN does that not just through seminars and lectures, but by enabling students to form relationships with actual clinicians who embody these values and incorporate them on a day-to-day basis into their practice.
One of the main things that I gained from being involved in JHN was mentorship and guidance.
To be a part of the next generation of leaders of the Jewish people is a very, very beautiful feeling. We're obligated to share with them our experiences, our successes and failures. We're obligated to pass on the baton from one generation to the next.
That's information that you can't get off the internet. You can't find on the internet someone who's, a successful doctor, who's, Jewishly educated, who can sort of walk you through ethical dilemmas in a real kind of practical way.
Seeing how important it is for them to actually, how much influence we can have on them, I guess, because we can be role models to them. I guess I didn't realize that having them in our homes, they would gain so much and benefit so much from us.
The last 2 years, we've had a program where that is totally devoted to lifestyle balance, right? Life-work balance.
So when my wife and I host students in our home for Shabbat meals, we try to show them through example the importance of combining our medical careers with our family life and with our community involvement.
I got to see firsthand how you can balance a successful medical career with family life and Jewish values and all that kind of thing.
We started doing a series of Jewish medical ethics lectures where we taught them how Jewish ethics that come directly from the Torah can be applied.
We have a set of values that come out of a Torah, that come out of a value system, and these values guide us before the fact in making decisions of life or death.
I mean, I'm sure I will face ethical issues as a doctor, that it's important to think about how I would approach it in a way that's true to me, which would be sort of the Jewish ethical approach.
People who are in the JHN, who are leaders in the community, we feel that if we empower them with what is beautiful about their own heritage, they are in a position that they can give it over to other people, and people will listen to them.
I think the JHN specifically is important because we're dealing with students who most likely will end up being successful professionals in the future. And if we can get to them now, if we can get them interested in being engaged in the community now, the chances of them continuing to be involved Jewishly in the future when they have positions of influence in the community is going to be that much stronger.
Right now I am in my 3rd year at York University studying biology, and I am applying to medical school right now.
I'm currently at U of T Medicine.
Not sure where I'm going right now, like maybe towards family med, maybe towards emergency, it could be anything right now. Doors are open.
We have the opportunity through the JHN to introduce and expose budding future healthcare professionals to this Torah methodology, this Torah wisdom that will help them not only find more satisfaction and fulfillment and meaning in their careers, but also in their personal lives.